What's up, family? Welcome back to Patient X Holistic Healing, where we discuss the mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of healing, right? Today's video is going to be more on the spiritual side. I want to discuss my spiritual journey and how I've progressed mentally and spiritually, and I guess challenges that I've faced and I'm facing right now, right? Hopefully you can learn from my experiences. I like to keep it grounded and relatable. If you've never seen me before, my name is Professor X. I'll be your healing coach and spiritual teacher today. So first, I want to talk about spiritual growth and I guess application of what you learn spiritually. But I'm going to say it in the context of me, right? Since I've, woken up and become more spiritually aware and more conscious, I have been on a constant growth journey. The application has been consistent. I've been, applying pressure over a long period of time, and the growth is consistent. From who I was like 4 or 5 years ago when I first started to become more conscious to now, it's like night and day. I'm two different people, and I could say confidently that like every year I was a different person. You know what I'm saying? I keep reimagining myself in ways that I didn't think possible before. Alright, my bad. But I keep reimagining myself in ways that I didn't think possible before. And this sounds like good stuff. It's like, oh, what's the problem then? A problem that I've been seeing lately, I want to call it a problem. It's really just an observation. Is that when I first woke up, I had this unwavering, unmatched drive to really grow spiritually and to, ascend, be on the ascension path. And there's a lot of ways you can do that. But, at the earlier stages, I was researching everything, trying to figure out what I could do, and that was partly because of my outlook on spirituality and how I thought I fit into the grand scheme of reality. That has changed and that's definitely affected it. But back in, say, like 2019, 2020, I was really proactive. Like the hunger was just different. I wanted it now, and I didn't want shit to do with the world. Like I just wanted to be on my hermit solo shit and ascend and be one with God. You feel me? Now, ultimately, that's the goal. Like the goal didn't really change, but I guess I've removed myself from the goal slightly. In the last few years especially, my drivers have been a lot more physical because like I'm young, I'm young in the world. I'm trying to build, I wanna do certain things in life, have certain things, and I want my life to go a certain way. So I'm building a foundation and a structure so that all of those things can be supported in my life. And a lot of times those are my drivers, not necessarily anything spiritual, and I had to sit myself down the other day and be like, this might sound crazy to some people, but I really had to sit myself down and be like, do I even give a fuck about ascension anymore? Like, do I really care about this shit? Like, truth be told, like now more than ever, I've been doing things because I know I need to, like I told you, the spiritual growth did not go away. I've been growing spiritually in every single way I can this whole time, but it's just the drivers are different. What is calling me to action is different. I used to think that I was trapped, because when I first woke up, I had this perspective like, oh, I'm karmically in a cycle and I need to defeat my karma and break out this cycle. I'm trapped. And I used to have that mentality because that's a common theme in, the spiritual community. But the more I got in tune with my higher self and my galactic nature, I really peeped game. I'm like, I'm not trapped anywhere. Like, I can ascend at any time that I want to if I just did certain steps and put in the work to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's trapped here. And I came to the realization, like, I came to Earth because I wanted to be here. Certain things here that are here that I wanted to take part in, and certain things that I could only do here. So that's why I'm here. And ever since I kind of made that switch, because I was paranoid back in the day, back when I used to think like that, everything had to be ascension. Like I was ascension this, ascension that. I can't fuck with such and such. They not on the ascension shit. Can't mess with this and that. That's not on my ascension path. But now that I'm like more mature in my spirituality and more mature as a human being, it's like a lot of these things are unavoidable if we want to live regular lives. You know what I'm saying? And your goal shouldn't necessarily be to live a regular life, but at the same time, especially if you consider yourself a star seed or, you know, an earth angel, the whole point of that is to master your spiritual gifts so that you can use them in the world seamlessly, you know? So there is an aspect of mundane to that, you know, or regularity. So I guess, like, as I've matured as a human, I've come to terms with being regular and doing regular things, being around regular people. Like, you can't always be around ascended niggas all day. Back in the day when I first woke up, I didn't want to go outside the house because everybody is on some, you know, regular human stuff, and I only wanted to be around ascended people. And that type of mentality, it can be necessary for certain hermit stages, but when you're trying to be out in the world doing stuff, you can't be like that. You got to be moving and shaking and be able to be around all type of different types of people, you know? So ever since I've become a regular guy, my motivators are just like hella regular, you know? Like I want this because of this physical thing or this physical outcome, or I want that because this future thing, you know? Or sometimes I want something because, you know, internally I feel like I need to do this, or internally I need to do that, which is cool. There's an aspect of spiritual to that. But like I said, the drive is just not there anymore, you know? Or I want to say the drive isn't there because something's pushing the needle. It's just not what it used to be. And I've come to terms with that. Like, I'm not mad. That's why I said it's not necessarily a problem. It's just something that I'm observing in myself. Like, I used to really want to go get it back in the day. And now I'm just like, I do what I need to do, you know? And as adults, we kind of get into that mode, you know, in survival mode. You know, we do it whatever is required of us. And that's the main reason why I'm not really tripping, you know? Whatever gets me to the goal, I'll settle for that, you know? This period of my life where I feel like I just do things because I need to, it's coming with a sense of duty and a sense of responsibility that I didn't really have before. Really, I was in a self-protective mode before, and that's why I wanted to ascend so bad, because I was trying to protect myself from the real lower vibrations of reality, you know? I didn't want to get stuck. Now that I know I'm not stuck, neither can I be stuck unless I just stop giving a fuck. I just feel like it's my responsibility to do these things, you know? It's my responsibility to meditate every day. It's my responsibility to get on here and talk to y'all and upload videos and help the community raise their consciousness. It's my responsibility to make sure I'm eating right and keeping my temple clean. It's my responsibility to be just as physically diligent as I am spiritually diligent, and make sure that I'm building a physical life for myself and my family. You see what I'm saying? It's more of a responsibility thing, and that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be mad. When I thought about making this video, I was thinking of it as if it was a problem because, like I said, the drive and the hunger is not there like it used to be. But whatever this is, it's just as effective, and it can be even more effective, to be honest, if I put every faculty of my being towards these goals. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I've been dealing with as well is, you know, my spiritual gifts and how they manifest in certain ways. You know, I'm very clairaudient, so I talk to people on the other side. And just like I do physical things to take care of my physical family, it's like I have to do spiritual things to take care of my spiritual family and to take care of things that are just beyond me. You know, and what that's doing is making my journey seem like it's just bigger than me, which it is. It always has been. And that's really why I'm on this path. That's why I'm where I'm at right now, where I do things out of responsibility. But I do want to get back to a point where, or I should say forward to a point where I do things because like I really want to do that, like the fire, you know, when you just can't wait to get up and go meditate, or you can't wait to go fast or some shit. Like I have not felt the drive to fast in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Like I preach fasting all the time, but I intermittent fast, so I never really feel the need to do a 3-day fast or even a week fast or whatever. But there's still benefits in that for sure. Like I can go on a cleanse. I haven't cleansed in a minute either. I just don't feel the drive to do that. And it's because I know that I'm safe. Like I guess I'm in my comfort zone. You know, I've reached my comfort zone as far as spirituality goes. I've settled for consistent growth and development rather than, you know, exponential growth. But I'm being called to exponentially grow. That's really why I'm making this video, because I had to sit myself down and really think about it. Like, am I really applying myself like I could? Like, I'm truly being called for exponential growth. It's places that my spirit wants to take this that I didn't even know back in the day. So I want to flip it on y'all now and ask y'all, like, are you at where you want to be spiritually? And are you applying as much pressure as you could be spiritually? Are you making sure that your mental health is good? Are you making sure that your spirit is clean? That your body and the way you show up in the world, are those equitable? Are you showing up in your community? How are you with random people that you've never met? You know, what are your future goals? Why are those your future goals? Like, these are things that you should constantly be asking yourself as a spiritual person, and being open to the fact that maybe, you know, you could readjust, or you're not doing things for the right reasons. You know, that's something that I always have to do. The physical world can really be enchanting. Like, it can put you in a trance where you start moving like an animal, you know, and that's kind of an overstatement for a lot of people, especially myself. You know, I have like no animal feats really, but it's levels to this, you know. My spirit guides were telling me, and it's something that they tell me a lot, on some human stuff, I'm very proper, you know. I live better than the average human. I could 100% say that. Spiritually, physically, and mentally. I make sure that I take care of myself and other people. You know, I'm a real stand-up dude. And that's always what I say to myself. Like, I'm a stand-up dude. But for the places that I'm trying to go, like, this is nothing, you know. And I really want to flip that on you and be like, where are the places you're trying to go? Like, if you're trying to get here and you're okay with doing here behavior, like, there's a disconnect there, you know. That's something that I had to see in myself. And that's why I'm making this video, to question you. So I'm going to let y'all sit with this question. I might make another video, update to this. But that's it for this video. Thank y'all for making it to the end. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the video. If you have anything to leave in the comments to uplift the community or to share your experience, please leave it down below. Make sure you hype up the video and boost me in the algorithm. That's how this channel stays getting discovered and how we build our community. Much love and blessings, family. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.